YouTube, Quinn Wade. Coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on air forever. And we're going to talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves digging deep in themselves to get the win 103-100 over my hometown Milwaukee Bucks. 11-18, and now they're 3-10 on the road, while Minnesota go to 19-10 and 11-5 at home. They're only almost 10 games above 500 if they win their next game. And the Wolves, they good. And the Bucks, they play good, but it's mainly because they started off the first quarter 29-23 by winning it, and winning the second quarter 31-25. But the Wolves picked the right time to get out and play defense. 27-15 in the third and 28-25 in the fourth. I always say if you play good in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, you can just win a game just based off that. It ain't something that's new. It ain't something that's crazy logically. It's just the truth. And, I mean, this was a crazy game because it was just so many offensive rebounds, so many guys getting open, so many guys just fighting more for the Timberwolves than for the Bucks. And that's usually how the Bucks beat you. But it ended up going in the favor of the Wolves. Other than that, Bobby Portis, 39 minutes, 16 points, 7-17 from the field. He's been good for them, especially off the bench, so they started him. It made sense because they needed more scoring, but he didn't really do it efficiently in this game, even though it wasn't a bad game either. He was 2 of 6 from 3, had no free throws, finished with a double-double because he had 11 boards. He also had 1 assist, 3 turnovers, and a steal. He also had 4 offensive rebounds out of the 11 and 3 personal fouls, and was a +6 and plus-minus. I mean, he gave you floor space and he gave you ball movement, and all of that mattered, and that's why the game was close in the end. Kyle Kuzma, 32 minutes, he had 12 points, but he only went 3 of 5 from the field. He mainly scored his points at the free throw line where he was 6 of 8 there, and he missed his only 3. He also had 10 rebounds. That's a double-double for him also. 4 assists, 4 turnovers, though, and he also had 3 personal fouls, and he also had 1 offensive rebound out of the 10. He was a -9 and plus-minus. Miles Turner, 38 minutes for him. He ended up having 13 points, had a nice, nasty dunk in this game, but he finished 4 of 11 from the field and 3 of 8 from 3 and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Not the greatest, not the worst. He also had 5 boards and 4 assists with no turnovers, but he didn't get a block or a steal in this one. And the good part about it, he played 38 minutes, only had 2 personal fouls, and he did get an offensive rebound and finished as a -12 and plus-minus. Kevin Porter Jr., 37 minutes. He ended up having the most points on the team, and it's good to have him back because that's something that he can do. He ended up having 24 points and 8 of 17 shooting, and 3 of 9 from 3 and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He also had a double-double because he had 10 rebounds, almost messed around and got a triple-double because he had 9 assists, but it did come with 6 turnovers. He did also have 4 steals and a block, 2 offensive rebounds, and 2 personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus-minus. He's a real skilled player, and he understanding in the game is slowing down for him. He just has to continue to keep his head up because at the end of the day, they're forcing you to pass it or score. He's able to do both, and we're going to have to see him to continue to compete on the defensive end too, because this team is going to need a lot out of these players because A.J. Green and a lot of these other guys are role players and support players. They can't really do a lot on their own because he played 23 minutes and he was the only starter to not get in double figures in points. He finished with 4 because he went 1 of 8 from 3. If he make a couple of those, they win this game, but he didn't. He also went 1 of 1 from the free throw line, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 1 offensive rebound and 1 personal foul, and was a -9 and plus-minus. Jericho Sims did what he does, finish around the rim, 19 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 4 from the field. He also grabbed 6 boards. That was the most off the bench. Every starter ended up having a rebound or more, an assist or more. That's really good to see. 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal for Jericho Sims, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a 0 in plus-minus. Gary Harris played 11 minutes. He didn't even attempt a shot or a free throw, and he only had a personal foul, and it was a +6. You got to get more out of him if he's going to play that amount of minutes. Gary Trent Jr. went 2 of 11 from the field and 2 of 7 from three. They needed more from him when it comes to scoring the basketball. He played 18 minutes and had 2 boards and no personal foul, and he finished as a +3 and plus minus. And then Ryan Rollins played off the bench and played 23 minutes. He got 16 points, but he had to go 6 of 14 to do it. Had the mid range going, had the layups going, hit a couple threes. Actually went 2 of 6 from three and was 2 of 2 from the free throw line too, and had 5 assists with no turnovers. He also had 4 rebounds and a block, 1 offensive rebound, and 1 personal foul, and was a +5 in plus minus. 35 of 87, 40% from the field, 13 of 45, 29% from three, 17 of 20, 85% from the free throw line, 51 rebounds, 27 assists, 16 turnovers, 6 steals, 2 blocks, 11 offensive rebounds, and 15 personal fouls. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves, they was trailing, and it looked like they might get blown out in this game, but they figured it out in the important quarters, and they did a hell of a job crashing the boards in certain situations just to stay in the game and get a chance to get back in the game. But they ended up having less rebounds than the Milwaukee Bucks in this game, but they did start shooting the ball better, and they kept getting to the free throw line, and they was able to get the possessions to go their way when it mattered. And those was the back-breaking plays that beat the Bucks in this one. Julius Randle, 32 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a -6 and plus minus. Didn't score a lot in this game, didn't take a lot of shots either. This is one of them games where it just wasn't his night, but he also didn't have a bad game either, so you're happy with that. Jaden McDaniels only played 9 minutes. That was a problem. It sucks for him and the team, but he did go 0-4 from the field and 0-1 from three. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 personal fouls, and a -12 and plus minus by the end of the game. Rudy Gobert was flushing it in the paint. He was a big player for them in this one. 39 minutes, 11 points. He had 18 boards. He was 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 3 assists. Every player that started ended up getting a rebound or more, an assist or more. That helped. And he also had a steal and a block, 6 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Rudy Gobert been stepping it up lately, and they need it because they are a very top-heavy type of team. Dante DiVincenzo was making shots from the perimeter and was able to get to the basket. He played 33 minutes, had 18 points with 7 of 11 from the field, 4 of 8 from three, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, and was a 0 and plus minus. Anthony Edwards, he balled out, but he missed a lot. He played 37 minutes and had 24 points. That was the most on the team. And a game like this where it's close and anything can happen, he ended up having the same amount of points as Kevin Porter Jr., but you can argue that Kevin Porter Jr. did more for his team and still didn't get the win. But he was 7 of 24 from the field. Anthony Edwards was and had shot 2 of 11 also from three. But he scored a lot of his points too at the free throw line where he was 8 of 12. You do have to mix it up and keep the defense guessing. He was at least able to do that. He also had 4 rebounds and 6 assists. That was the most for starters and tied for the most on the team. He also had 1 turnover to go with that and a block. He also had 2 offensive rebounds and a personal foul and was a 0 and plus minus. When he has a bad game and you still win, you have to be happy if you're a Timberwolves fan. Naz Reid, he seemed like he had a good game if you watch the highlights, but he didn't shoot the ball that great. He played 29 minutes and had 12 points. That was the most points off the bench. He went 5 of 12 from the field, but only 2 of 8 from three. He also had 6 boards. That was the most off the bench. He had 2 assists, 4 turnovers, and a steal, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a plus 17 in plus minus. Mike Conley, 24 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. That was tied, like I said, with Anthony Edwards for the most on the team. He also had a steal and 2 blocks and hit a nice 3 when it mattered off an offensive rebound. And he also had an offensive rebound and was a plus 16 and plus minus. Jalen Clark, 6 minutes, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and was a -1 and plus minus. Terrence Shannon Jr., he showed up big time for them off the bench. He played 12 minutes and had 11 points. Was 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from three. Had 1 steal, 1 personal foul, and a +4 and plus minus. And then, of course, Bones Highland, 19 minutes, 9 points. He's giving them an offensive punch, and that's something that they definitely needed. He went 3 or 7 from the field. The problem with him that he went 1 of 5 from three and had shot 2 of 2 from the free throw line. But he did get 4 assists with no turnovers and a steal. But he also committed 3 personal fouls in 19 minutes and finished as a +1 and plus minus. Other than that, they ended up shooting better by the end of the game. 37 of 87. Both teams took 87 shots. The difference was the Minnesota Timberwolves shot 43% to the Bucks 40%. Then they shot 14 of 45 from three. They shot the same amount of threes. The Wolves just shot 31%, and the Bucks shot 29%. Then 15 to 23, 65% from the free throw line. The Bucks shot 20 free throws, which was three less, but they made it at 85%. That was a big difference. And then 46 rebounds compared to the Bucks 51 that kept them in the game. And then 28 assists. The Bucks had 27. The Timberwolves helped themselves by only having 10 turnovers, while the Bucks had 16. And the Timberwolves also had 10 steals compared to the 6 of the Bucks and 4 blocks compared to the 2 of the Bucks. Both teams had 11 offensive rebounds. The Bucks did have 40 defensive, while the Timberwolves only had 35. And then 18 personal fouls for the Wolves and 15 for the Bucks, but it didn't matter because the Wolves shot more free throws, but they did make it at a better percentage compared to the Bucks. Other than that, fun game, very back and forth, very intense. That both teams really put themselves in good positions to be able to get this one. Only one team was going to get it. The Timberwolves, they were the better team. They did have the better player, but this game was evenly played and very strategic, and both teams really had to rely on their support players to pull them through, and the Timberwolves just did a small amount of things right compared to the Bucks, and they ended up winning because of that. Somebody got to win the game, man. It can be close, it can be tough, it can be hard to lose a game like this because you feel like you did just enough to win, but a team can do just a little bit more. And since the Timberwolves was able to do that to win by 3, they'd take it, they'd be happy with it. On to the next game, and peace out. Comment, like, subscribe, and share it, the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation videos just like this, but about various NBA topics too. And also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also do mock draft and draft coverage also. And I also have over 4,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch right now and enjoy. And it's all for free. Not only that, I also will say, I also try to upload videos every single day throughout the day to give y'all something to look forward to and something to watch when it comes to basketball and NBA content. And not only that, thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for staying loyal to the channel. Thanks for showing respect to the channel in my analysis. And not only that, thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continue to come back and continue to enjoy it for what it is. Not only that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. I'll see y'all later today with more analysis, hopefully. And I'm gone for now.